nicht, Kommandant, führt eure Truppen vorwärts, wir werden hier die Stellung halten. Ich bleibe hier, falls Sie Verwundete bringen, die Hilfe brauchen. Okay. So. Ja, das geht hier sicher bis hier runter.
As it should be. This is my line of work. It's not far.
Da wird sicher noch ein weiterer Kampf kommen.
I'll go ahead.
Oh, okay. Fürchtet mich, Dämon, ich bin der Beweis eurer Vergeblichkeit. Ich wurde von den Toten zurückgeholt, doch selbst im Tod kämpfe ich noch für Golarion. Die Diener des Bliss, die ihr hier noch mit sämtlicher Vernunft verloren habt, flieht, werft eure Waffen fort und rettet euch. Ich werde euch nicht verfolgen. Okay. Bring Power. Wow. So. Zögern. So. Bilder. Da. Renderlev, yay. Korrespondent, okay. So, dann schauen wir mal. Nice. It's nice.
Time to share your treasures!
33. 36 und 38. Okay.
Cover me, all right?
Lebensnice. Okay, Negativstufen.
Is that you or is that you?
Yeah.
Why not both?
30. Okay.
Distract them for me.
Triple John Not. Okay. Eine Heilung.
Endure this!
Schräg. Das ist doch so einfach hier. Der Kampf.
Simply business.
Zu wenig Gegner hier.
Fall!
Ah, das sind ein paar. Okay.
Into the fray! The inheritor, guide my blade!
Stop. Yes.
Time to share your treasures. Can't you just die already?
1000 lives.
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay. So. Heilung. Rendelev gerettet, ey. Das ist crazy. Und in Kombination mit dem Umhang von Greyboar. Die Killer-Aktion hier. So. Zack. Buggy again. Nice.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Natural one. So, again.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
No glory without risk!
Cover me, all right?
Yes. Oh, close.
You won't survive me.
Oh, heal him. So. Das war doch zu einfach gerade.
You're in my way.
Okay.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Eins, nicht one schon wieder, ey.
The light take you!
Okay, so.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Interessant. Okay.
Be gone, fiend!
Into the fray! Ha! Ha!
Distract them from me.
Yes. Oh, close. Ah, 49. Got it. Okay. So, dead already.
Make every strike count.
So. jetzt. Nichts, danke. So. Vielleicht kommt er zurück. So.
Fall!
No glory without risk. I'm done with
Okay, dann sind die.
Time to share your treasures!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Ja, später. So, gut. Jetzt.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
the inheritor. Guide my blade.
Hast, haben sie.
Cover me, alright?
Nice. Oh,
A
and
dear
triggered.
guest on
Areelu.
my
Haha.
doorstep. Please do come in. You have been long awaited. Nothing at all.
So, der.
There will be no more games, trust me. And I definitely won't run. There is too much at stake. The path to your souls and the world wound's healing demands my death. The accursed threshold prison where everything began must be where everything comes to an end. So I invite you in once again. Cross this threshold. I'll be waiting for you in the heart of the fortress, in the place where the wound was opened.
Aber. Okay. Und. Den. Ah, okay. Okay.
know the way. Follow my lead.
Cool. Okay.
As it should be.
Was ist hier? Was ist das? Artefakt, das durch die jahrelange harte Arbeit der Diener Pulas und durch die Bemühungen der besten Zauberkundigen des Kreuzzugs entstanden ist, strahlt ein mysteriöses Licht aus. Das Stern erhellte Astrolabium scheint die Stunde herbeizusehnen, wenn es seine Macht gegen die Dämonen entfesseln kann. Okay. Das ist nur grün. Speichern. Oh, oh. Okay, let's talk to everybody. So. Bis zum letzten Mal zu führen, das kann niemand besser als wir. Ich öffne auf dieses Mal an. Ja. Okay.
I'll go ahead.
Mystra ist in einer guten Position, sobald sie ihre Gesichter zeigen, ist schon wie sie ein.
Chief, is there any chance, even a tiny one, that we can just call this whole thing off now and go home? Before, I would have just made a run for it, but I can't do that now. Something is holding me back, and I really don't like the thought of leaving you high and dry. See what you turned me into? If you want to send me to the front line, I ain't going, so don't even try that hero stuff on me. I'm gonna fight because I don't want to die. And because we're kind of friends now. And don't you go getting yourself killed either. I can't stand being sad, so just don't do that to me. And I won't be. At least not for long. I've got plans, you know. Lots of them, like getting rich. I won't have time to be crying over dead heroes. But if you do survive, I'll make sure to cut you in. That reminds me, the Tiefling's merchandise is still at your disposal. So don't be afraid to ask if you find yourself in need of something.
Ah. Lol. Woltschiff ist nun der Händler. Geil. So. Werden wir alles verkaufen bei ihm. Why not? Why not? Stufe. Banner. Range, okay. So. So, September.
This is it. The last fortress. It's been a long road from the river city to here. We walked and walked and walked along the road. And suddenly, there's no more road. Nobody is ready. It will be scary. Very scary. In the last fortress, all the lies will end, and the truth will rise. It's scary, but it's good. Nobody knows what will happen next. People are afraid of the future, so that's why they make it up. They lie to themselves so it's not so scary. They convince themselves and others of the things they make up. But one day the future will come. The story ends, for better or worse. When everything's already happened, there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. And there's no reason to lie. The Redeemed Knights say they need me. I think they can manage fine without me, but maybe I really can help them somehow. I think we'll do a lot of good together. Hear that, Soot? It's time.
Krähe sieht dich mit einem bogenschwarzen Auge an und krächzt laut.
Nino.
I am calculating the likelihood of your victory. Taking into consideration the fortifications of Threshold, the long period it has been under demon control, and Areelu Vorlesh, who is personally overseeing the defense, I would give the Crusaders a 30% chance of success at most. Of course, the presence of an illustrious scholar of Galarion in your ranks, meaning me, immediately increases your chances by 5%. fear is an unproductive emotion that typically gets in the way of a good experiment. And I've never indicated that I do not support my loyal follower in his battle against the demons. I simply calculated your chances of success. If you win, I'll make sure to mention you in my encyclopedia. Aha! With that as an incentive, your chances have increased by 5%. Consider this my contribution to your victory.
Okay. So, rüber.
Not a bad spot to end this war. Formidable, menacing. It has a certain style about it. Seeing as our contract is coming to an end, Commander, let me just say that you are the most impressive client I've ever had the pleasure to work with. And a highly lucrative pleasure it's been, too. Aside from those times when I was trying to kill you. For letting that slide and giving me another chance, I thank you.
Beißendes, aber nicht völlig unangenehmes Aroma malträtiert deine Nase, als deine Lungen sich mit heißem Rauch füllen. Du kämpfst mit ganzer Kraft gegen einen plötzlichen Lustreiz und gibst Braver seinen wertvollen Besitz zurück.
It's strong stuff from Garand. What do you think? Of course. It's worth its weight in gold. It's one of my little weaknesses that I refuse to give up. Of course not. Where else would I have had so many adventures? Besides, it's thanks to you that I've been able to add so many accomplishments to my service record, which will boost my rates in the future. You know, it's jobs like this, the ones that are both fun and pay well, that make me love what I do. Well, it sure wasn't in the name of Iomade. Of course, money's not the be-all and end-all. You dimwits need someone with a clear head on your side. Someone to watch your back. I know how you hero types love sacrificing yourselves at the drop of a hat. Now you're talking. Why don't you show me who it is we need to kill to win this war? Areelu Vorlesh? I'll wish that lady sweet dreams with unalloyed pleasure.
So
this is it then. The final push. The last battle where the great heroes will vanquish Areelu Vorlesh and close the world wound, ridding Galarian of a deadly threat. That is how the Chronicles will tell it, I'm sure. You know very well, my friend, that this was never my war. I was merely following the person who offered me protection. I could not have cared less where you led me. And I still do not care about the cause for which we are fighting. I probably ought to have cast you off, rather than lay my head on the chopping block alongside yours. But I've grown attached to you now. I don't like the idea of you perishing in this place. That is why I shall help you win. Don't thank me. Not here, not now. I simply felt that I ought to tell you the truth. Nothing more. It seems I have grown overly sentimental after all our travels. Rush headlong into battle, come what may. I approve of this plan.
Die ganze Zeit haben Seelen die toten Sakuras Tage gegenüber die Rache. Und wir werden sie umsetzen. Die Dämonen haben die Befestigungen hier völlig vernachlässigt. Sie sind kaum zu gebrauchen. Allerdings spielt uns das in die Hände. Ich fühle natürlich meine Pflicht für Avatar. Ich fürchte das Chaos nicht. Also ziehe ich in eine Welt der Barbarei und des Leids und hier das Licht der Zivilisation und der Ordnung bringen. Ich kann euch erneut helfen, die nötigen Zauber zu wirken, und wenn ihr zu Kräften kommen wollt, sorge ich dafür, dass eure Ruhe nicht gestört wird. Ich möge aber über uns wachen. Die Kreuzfahrerarmee muss vor der Verderbnis des Abysses geschützt werden, genau wie ihr, Kommandant. Ich fühle mich sehr geschmeichelt, dass meinem Gott belegt zukommt, einen derartigen Schutz zu gewähren. Durchaus, Kommandant, vor uns liegt ein harter Kampf. So. Okay, wenn man eine hast.
You were observing me earlier whilst I was practicing with my rapier, Daron. Did you find it a captivating sight?
Oh, indeed. As captivating as a dancing cobra, a rushing avalanche, or a raging thunderstorm. And just as with those natural phenomena, it is important to do two things. Enjoy the view, and keep one's distance.
So. Eine fast erfolgreich.
Commander, you promised us victory when it seemed impossible, and you did not let us down. Doing the impossible is your specialty. You have led us here, to the very gates of the enemy's lair. Now we will end this century-long nightmare once and for all.
You're so good at toppling fortresses by now, you can almost keep time by it. The Grey Garrison, Dresden, and now Threshold. So are we coming up on noon or midnight on the commander clock? Doesn't matter. The bards can settle that one. It's the hour of your triumph. Of course. It was a long time ago now, but it's not the kind of thing you forget. I was almost buried alive. If it wasn't for you and Sela, my skull would be lying in some cave right now with only rats for company.
It was unforgettable. That attack on the Grey Garrison was the last desperate push. The last hope of holding the city when it seemed only a miracle could save us. We would have died there. But you and Anevia leapt out of the ground, and then miracles began to happen.
We have a chance. And that's a far sight better than how things stood not so long ago. Of course, it's too early to celebrate. We've still got a battle to fight, the likes of which we've never seen before. But I think you can pull it off.
With you leading us, those monsters should be worrying about their chances of escaping with their lives.
Personally, I'm going to be doing a big pile of nothing. For a month, or maybe two. Irabeth, too. Wheedling, blackmail, violence. I'll stop at nothing to drag her away on her first ever vacation.
Whatever you say, I can see surrender as my only option. We've waited so long for this. Onward to victory!
Lead on, Commander.
Kundschafter Christoph. Nach dem Tod von Kundschafter Hauptmann Hiller beauftragte mich die Gesellschaft der Truppen, soweit ich sehen kann, seid ihr nun die Hauptstreitmacht von Mendev, das heißt auch, dass hier ich nehme an, dass es schwierig wird, wenn ihr eure Kämpfer darauf vorbereiten und eine Strategie entwickeln wollt, werde ich euch gerne unterstützen, sie gemäß der neuen Kampfdoktrin zu trainieren. Und wir sind bereit, euch auf jede erdenkliche Weise zu unterstützen. Schönen Tag, so. Tja. Licht heute obsiegen, es gibt keinen anderen Weg. Speichern, so, Trendelef. Die Verderbtheit in mir will herausbrechen, weil wir so nah an der Weltenrunde sind, doch mein Wille ist stärker. Okay. Geschichtenerzähler. Der alte Elf steht wie erstarrt da. Es ist unklar, ob er den Geräuschen zuhört, die aus der Festung kommen, oder etwas nachdenkt oder einfach nur döst. Als er eure Fußstapfen hört, nickt er euch respektvoll zu, Kommandant. Dies ist nicht meine erste Schlacht, Kommandant. Ich weiß, mich zu verteidigen, und der Donner einer Schlacht hat mich noch nie davon abgehalten, mich in ein neues Abenteuer zu stürzen. Ich bin gekommen, um Großes zu erleben, und so ein paar unansehnliche Dämonen werden es nicht wagen, mir in die Quere zu kommen. Bei der Stimmung einer Festung kann man einen blinden Mann kaum gebrauchen. Ich werde hier unter den Soldaten, die die Tore gegen ungebetene Gäste bewachen. Wenn es euch gelingt, an Artefakte jedweder Natur zu kommen, dann bringt sie zu mir und ich werde ihre Geschichte lesen. Mein Geschenk ist hier nutzlos. Diese Geschichte muss noch geschrieben werden und die Feder liegt in euren Händen, Kommandant. Wie könnte ich eine solche Geschichte vermissen? Ich möchte sie miterleben und nicht den Nacherzählungen in den kommenden Jahren zuhören. Wenn es euch den Abschluss eurer Mission erleichtert, so tue ich es gern. So, ich wünsche euch ein interessantes Abenteuer. So, hier haben wir nochmal den Gaukeleimaler Golem Sand. Ja, behindern aber trotzdem hier nichts. Wir haben hier mit allen gesprochen. Hier ist Spezielle.
There it is. The citadel of the demon army. You know, I expected it to be formidable and fearsome. Something that would make me quake in terror. But now that I am standing at its gates, I'm surprised at how little fear I feel. Do not mistake this for bravado. Our enemies are dangerous, but no more than that. We have traveled to the heart of the abyss and back again. Now we are home, on our own territory. This time, let it be the invaders who quake in terror. I regret that Trevor did not live to see this battle. But that means that today I will be fighting for myself and for him. For everyone who did not live to see our victory. I will go home to Endoran. I will lay down my weapon and never pick up another so long as I live. Save a knife for cutting grapevines. I will serve the goddess in our old temple. And when the peasant children come to pepper me with questions about the crusade, I will do my utmost to make sure that my stories give none the idea that there is anything beautiful or romantic about war. I had to. If I had a choice, I probably would have stayed the same naive little boy I was before the war. The boy who had never killed, who had never been to the abyss, who had never buried those with whom he had sat around a campfire only the night before. Even so, when I set out to join this war, my head was full of so many romantic notions. More than usual for a naive little boy. But life found a way to shatter those most thoroughly. Pride is known as a mortal sin for good reason.
It was pride that propelled my brother to join the crusade in search of glory. And look how that ended. No, I am not here to make anyone proud. I only want one thing. For this nightmare, after 100 long years, to finally be over. Ready. Let us drive the demons all the way back to the abyss!
Darren.
At last, this irksome crusade is drawing to a close. All right. It hasn't been that irksome. All in all, it was a fine adventure. And the company was more than adequate. The most important outcome of today, of course, will be that I shall be immortalized in works of art depicting the Fifth Crusade as the most attractive crusader. Perhaps I should reconsider. No. Others can be afraid. But I know who our leader is and what he is capable of. I have never seen you fail to rise to a challenge, no matter how impossible. So leave me and my optimism be. We will win. If anyone should be afraid, it is the wretches inside Threshold. And to the victory feast, I trust?
Greetings. Allow me to congratulate you on leading the armies of the Fifth Crusade to its decisive confrontation. Excellent. At last, a real achievement and a genuine chance of victory. I suppose I am. Being happy is not in my nature. But for the first time in years, I feel something akin to that emotion. It would be interesting to analyze what I experience when I see the criminal Areelu Vorlesh defeated, the demons ousted, and the world wound closed at last. It promises to be an exceptional moment. And for me as well, Commander. For me as well. I am always ready.
Regel. Das ist auch ganz,
You know what's crazy? I never thought this moment would come so soon. It feels like only yesterday we were trying to bring a blazing Canabras under control, and now we're standing on the cusp of our last battle. Threshold. This isn't how I imagined it. I thought I'd be running happily toward death and trying to do something particularly heroic so I could go out in style. But now, I'm thinking about how we have to win and go back to Dresden because there's so much work still to do there. Me too. You've got a whole army behind you, and we're all ready to win. If we fail now, when we've got this far, then that means the Crusades were always doomed to fail. We've been going easy on these demons for too long, don't you think? It's time to show them one last time what Galarians are capable of.
So, wen haben wir hier? Seele.
Hey! Well, are we gonna stick it to the demons one last time? I haven't had time to think about it. All of my thoughts are focused on the coming battle. But I think I'll stay here a while, help the world to return to a life of peace and catch any demons that aren't dead yet. And I don't want to leave all my friends either. When we have peace, there will finally be time to spend with everybody. And after that, well, stick a pin in a map. There are still many places in the world where people are in need of help. Wherever the road takes me, I'll find a way to put my blade to use. And this block of wood. Back at you, friend. So, are we going to crush some demons? It's time to show them the door once and for all!
Und zum Schluss,
There it is.
Arrow
The
Shade.
heart of the wound.
the source of all the evil that has been wrought here over the last 100 years. It all began here, and we will end it here. If Areelu Vorlesh had never opened the world wound, I would never have ended up on Galarian. I would never have met Desna, or you. I would never have embarked on the path of good. The world isn't fair. Thousands of innocent mortals perished during this invasion. But it was also the catalyst for one demoness's discovery of goodness and love. This may merely be a quirk of fate, but it means that our happiness together has come at a horrifying cost. Today, we will repay but a fraction of that debt. We will close this abomination so that no one else has to die. I know, I actually pity them. If only I could have shown them what I feel. If only I could have shared this goodness, this tenderness with them. I'm sure they would have started on the same path as I have. But if helping them to change is beyond my abilities, then I will have to do battle against them. I will let no one threaten you and our happiness. No one. I did not do it alone. You have led your army to victory, and me to my dream. It's not about guilt. It's just that I am ashamed to take any joy in my freedom, knowing that this terrible war was the cause of it. Everyone would have been better off if the world wound had never been opened. But then I would have remained a monster. Perhaps one day I will atone for all the evil I did. But it took a far greater evil to make my redemption even possible. You know what? I am ready. Let the abyss tremble in fear.
So. Oh. Wir machen mal eine Pause. Danke fürs Zuschauen schon mal. Und ich hoffe, man sieht sich beim großen Finale wieder.